Hey, you! Yeah, you. Do you want to know how to draw hair? Well, you're probably thinking, what is this guy with literally no hair talking about how to draw hair? Well, I might not have hair at the moment, but all these Pinterest models do. So we're gonna exploit them by using them to teach you how to draw hair, or at least how I draw hair. Alright, let's just jump right into it. These are the things that I'm going to be using. This is a 3B pencil, and then we have a normal HB pencil, and then we have a 6B pencil. Now, if you don't have 6B or 3B or any kind of shading pencil, you can just go ahead and use the normal HB pencil. All you're gonna have to do is whenever I use 6B, you're gonna use more pressure on your pencil, and whenever I use 3B, you're gonna use less pressure on your pencil. 3B is a lighter shade and 6B is a very more darker shade. That's the difference. So for this particular tutorial, I'll be using this reference picture of this model named Amelia Zadro. I will leave the link to the picture with the grid and without the grid in the description below so that you can download it and draw with me. Step 1. The outline. So before going straight into the hair, I'm going to draw the outline. Now, if you don't know how to do this accurately, the way I do, you can go check the previous video in the portrait drawing course. I'll leave a link to it below so that you can draw the outline accurately. And it's very important to draw the outline accurately so that it looks realistic. Step 2. The dark strands. So we're finally gonna close up and start drawing the hair. We're gonna start from the top. We're gonna start from the bun. So we're zooming in and you can see the outline pretty clearly and you can see the grids clearly. You're gonna want to make the grids more lighter. I just kept it as dark as it needs to be just so that you can see it and understand what's going on. But let's just get right into it. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is notice the dark spots of the hair. Now this is slightly blonde colored hair. So there's a mix of blonde and black. So what you're gonna want to do is find all the dark spots and the dark strands. So here I'm using a 6B pencil to draw the hair strands with the 6B pencil, the hair strands which are dark. Now when you're drawing hair strands, it's important to keep in mind that you have to have a sharp pencil and you have to draw hair in strokes. So there's no going back and forth with the line, just strokes after strokes after strokes, because after all, hair is made up of hair strands, so they have a sort of flow to it, and that flow can be bought with strokes. In the dark parts, you can't see so much of those hair strands individually, so you can go ahead and mess around with that, but it's better to practice now itself. Step 3. Identifying the bunches. Also, when you did the dark strands, you probably already separated the hair into bunches of hair, like I'm showing here on the screen with the red marks. So these are bunches of hair, and once you can see those bunches of hair, all you have to draw is the flow inside those bunches. So that's what we're doing here with the medium tone here. We're marking out those bunches of hair that go together in the same flow. Step 4. Drawing the mid-tone strands. So now that we're done with drawing the seemingly dark hair strands, we can go with a lighter shade. So notice that we're going from dark to light here. So from 6B we're going to HB. So it means way less more intensity of the black color. So what we're gonna do is find the next shade that comes after the darkest shade. So some of the medium tones, I'm just doing the strokes again for it. So after doing these 3 tones, I saw that I left out a little bit of dark spots here and there, because sometimes you can't clearly see it all at first. So I'm just going in and filling those really dark spots again. At this point, don't worry about the little tiny strands that pop out or whatever. Just worry about getting the flow right and getting the bunches right and getting the right things in the right place. And also make sure to leave spots that are white or at a lighter tone empty for now. Do not shade those parts, do not draw any hair strands. So make sure you're leaving the white parts white. Step 5. Pinning down the details. So here I feel that I've done the medium tones. Now I want to go ahead and do a lighter tone. These lighter tones appear near the white light-ish areas, but they're very subtle. So as we go lighter, it's more subtle. So you have to have an eye for where you can apply it, and be very careful again not to invade the space of the highlights. The part that gives life to the drawing is the highlights. So if you imagine you mess with the darkest parts of the hair with random white strands, it would mess the whole thing of it up. So same way, don't mess with the white parts of the hair. But you know, sometimes you can just happen to have drawn strands or shaded a part where you did not have to. You can always go with an eraser, but be very careful because you can easily rub off things that you didn't want to erase, and it will just make you spend more time on this than required. Now that you've hopefully done all the steps that came before, you can now move on to adding details, the really fine strands of hair, the small glow on the side of a hair strand. All those minute details you can start adding now. Now, you can get really frustrated during this step because there can be a lot of rubbing, a lot of mistakes, a lot of overdoing, a lot of using the pencil too dark, a lot of erasing too much. There might be a lot of really light strands. So go with a light pencil, do not apply much pressure, and don't even fret too much because you can't see much of the light strands. So just relax and do it. Also start from one side of the hair and end at the other. So don't jump all over the place here and there drawing details. Your mind will get confused if you already added that detail or not. Because they're so fine and difficult to see, your mind is going to get confused. As you can see, we've completed this particular portion of the hair or the bun. Now I'm going to repeat the same steps which I told you to the other parts of the hair. Now I'm going to do this in time lapse a little bit faster, but you can see I'm doing the same steps. Dark tones, mid tones, light tones, details. Dark tones, mid tones, light tones, details. Dark tones, bunch them up, mid tones, details. That's how I'm doing it. It's the same step over and over again. I've just simplified it for you. There are going to be a million different variations, a million different strands. You just have to adapt to it, but using the same steps. So that's it, guys. It's that simple. Now all you have to do is follow the steps religiously and properly, and I can guarantee that you will 100% achieve the similar results if you do all the steps properly. Now apart from that, all you need is a little bit of practice and time invested into it. So I really hope you got a lot of value from this video. I've shared pretty much everything I can about hair. So if you did get value out of the video, please do leave a like and comment your feedback, subscribe, and I will see you next time on the portrait drawing course.